What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. If you follow me, you probably know I love business. I'm in the club of business, and I have other business that I'm not really to disclose it here on YouTube. But every single business that I own, every single business that I have partnership with, has a similar structure. I use the same structure for everything. You worked for me, it might not work for you. Who gives a shit? It worked for me. So if you want to follow the same steps that I do, it might work for you too. So here's 7 easy steps that you can follow. It work for anybody. I think anybody can work. If you live in the Western world, it's gonna work for you. I hope that. So first, company description. A lot of people waste their fucking time on names, logos, all that crap. All you need a simple description, what your company does. Stop wasting your time with a lot of things. So if your company do like floors, description, wood floor workers. Don't waste a lot of time. Try to make this amazing, intro, whatever. No, you gotta be simple, fast, direct. Don't waste your time. Clients don't want to waste their time reading a whole fucking article about the description of your company. So don't waste your time. Be simple, be direct. I know some guru out there is probably gonna say, "Oh, you gotta hire this person, you gotta do this." No, simple, clean, short. Don't waste your fucking time giving too much information. Be direct every time, or with your company. Second, market analysis. Market analysis is basically knowing who is around you, right? So around your area, who is the other company that does the same thing that you do? Like who's following the same structure that you're following? Who's a competitor? Basically, you don't want to be. So if the competitor do X, you want to do something similar, or you want to do better. Change the price. I don't know what the fuck you want to do, but try to be better than them. This is a competitive world. I know people try to teach nowadays, oh, you gotta be nice, you gotta do this, do this. No one gives a shit. You gotta, you're always gonna have a competitor, so you gotta be better than them every time, right? This is how every fucking business run. Try to understand that every fucking business runs about competition. If your competitor does X, you want to do 2 times better, do it in your company. That's how you're gonna get clients, because clients are gonna look for how they can get the best results for the price they pay for, right? So basically a market analysis. Try to understand who and try to make something very unique what you're selling, right? So right now, probably in the club business, right? So if you follow me on social media, you probably know that. So what I'm trying to do is, let's say a company is doing an event and I gotta do another event. So my goal is to make the experience way better my clients than the other company did. It's a competitive. We always in a competitive world. This is how the world is running. Stay competitor, because you stay competitive. That's how you're gonna That's how you're gonna get clients. It's the only way. You gotta be competitive every single time. Stop worrying. The other people. Oh, you gotta be nice. Gotta do this. No, nobody gives a shit. This is a competitive world, and you gotta be honest to yourself. Stop being lying to yourself. This is easy way, right? So step 3, marketing and sales strategy. Who is the public you're trying to reach, right? Of course, there are nowadays many social media that you can use, from YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, and God knows what, Rumble, which I'm all of them. And you have to understand your public, right? Now, if let's say you're selling, what knows what, let's say DJ tables, right? DJ setups. Who's your public? Probably DJs. You don't want to try to sell DJ setup to, I don't know, a bartender, which is stupid. Now with social media, it's easier because you just post and some DJ out there is going to look at it and probably going to get contact to you. But try to talk to your clients. Try to talk to the public that you would try to sell into. Stop wasting your time. Try to sell X to a person that doesn't give a shit. That's how thing works. If you try to sell a house to someone that doesn't want to buy a house, it's useless. Don't waste your time. Go to the next. Keep moving. Keep moving. Move fast and quick. That's how you gotta do. Quick, quick, quick. Don't stop and waste your time with one thing. You gotta move fast, because that's how things work. For operation and management. Well, operation management is basically, in my opinion, one of the very important steps. So operation management is how everything keeps organized, right? So who is doing what? So if you have a company, probably other people work for you. So I'm gonna use me example, working in the club, right? So I need to know like where is the security. I need to know who is checking the sound. I need to know who is keeping everything in check, like the roles of every person that's working there. Who is the DJ? Who is gonna be with the DJ? Who's the bartender? Where they're gonna be? Who's the security? Where they're gonna be? That's a very important thing to understand. Like you need to know all those things so you be prepared. And if something goes wrong, you know whose fault it is, because someone wasn't doing their job, right? Number 5, your financial plan. Oh shit, this is extremely important. Your financial plan is extremely important. You have to understand how you're gonna use your money. Don't buy usually shit that you don't need at the beginning. At the beginning, you're probably gonna have no money, so you have to be on the budget. Understand how much you're gonna. Of course, the more money you put in, is gonna be the more risk you take, the bigger the profit. You have to understand that, which is great. But at the beginning, you don't have the option, right? So start a business with a little that you have. Don't buy expensive logos. Don't buy expensive like websites, because you're gonna waste all your money. Stop and like try to focus on, because the way the business works is about getting money in, not money out, right? Stop and try to buy the fanciest at the beginning. Do a couple work. We're probably gonna have to charge a cheaper price than your competitor. That's how it works for everyone. You know, charge less. The money that you get, save it, and then probably gonna buy better equipment, right? Let's say you're a filmmaker. You know, buy a cheaper camera. Use that. Charge like $10, $50, which is really cheap. And then the money you get and start saving and buy better equipment, so you can raise your prices through time. You're not gonna do it through like overnight, but that's how you can do it. Master your craft and try to get the better that you can out of the equipment that you have. I always did that. When I started doing filmmaking, I have to travel across the state. I have a cheap camera, but I try to get the best out of it from the equipment that I had. Number 6, risk assessment. Oh shit, you have to take risk, right? If you want to make a huge profit, you're gonna have to take huge risks. So the bigger the risk, the bigger the profit. That's how it works in life. There's things that you gotta deal with it. There were, for me, example, I took bigger risk that we lost $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a night, which is horrible, right? You don't want to do that. But however, we took a higher risk. There were other events that we did the same thing, however, got that on profit, which is amazing. But that's the only way to learn. You have to take a bigger risk to of course, based on your budget, based on how much money you have. You don't want to put too much money that you don't have into a business, right? So if you want to invest on something, make sure there's a margin of risk, so you're ready. If anything goes south, you're already ready for it. Never put money and not be ready for go south, right? Anything go wrong, gotta be always fucking ready. Shit goes wrong, gotta deal with it, learn, move on. Don't cry on it, move on. Number 7, your implementation plan. You need to understand your one implementation plan. One, I think is very important is your timeline. You need to understand like every fucking thing on your timeline. You need to structure well, like the days, hours that things should happen, right? So if you need the sound needs to arrive like 2 or 3 days before. If you need a DJ answer or anything, you need to get there on time. Everything needs to be well structured on time. And again, you need a margin of error because anything can go south, right? Anything can go wrong. So you need a margin to mistakes. So be prepared for mistakes. Your timelines need to be well structured. And don't sell something that you don't have. I know some people start selling, let's say you sell lipstick, and then your timeline says, oh, you expect your timeline to arrive on day 1 and actually arrives on day 3. And you start selling, expecting everything to arrive on day 1, but it didn't. So the client's probably gonna get the material late, gonna get pissed off with you, and you're gonna probably lose clients. So you don't want that shit to happen. So structure well your timeline and leave a margin of error. There's another thing I added for the implementation, which is monitoring and evaluation. So every time after everything you do, every business, every fucking event, every shit you sell, you need to step back and analyze. Like what you did wrong, and what you did right. Write it down. Make sure that everything is in place, so you be aware of the mistakes and what you got right. So the next time you try and the next business that you open, you're aware of where to change, or you don't commit that mistake again. So the way to grow is not who makes the last mistake, is who learns faster with the mistake. You gotta learn quick, because everybody's gonna make a mistake eventually, but you gotta learn quick, right? The quicker you learn from your mistakes, the quicker you're gonna grow. So make sure to write it down. Make sure to be aware of every single mistake. Be aware of everything you got right. And that's how your business is probably gonna thrive. So this is the end of the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tag your friend, and follow me on the other social media. I'll be pumped. Every event that we're gonna do is gonna be on my IG. Follow there too for my filmmaking if you like it. And see you guys on the next video.